Hey there, Christian here. It is November 9th, 2015, and today I'm celebrating my 19 months on testosterone. It's funny because the day almost passed, and if I wouldn't have seen what the date was today, I wouldn't have known that today was my T-versary. Um, these days I just get caught up living life day to day, and although my transition is very important to me and it's been a huge part of my life, obviously, um, it's nice to just relish in the day-to-day activities and the normal moments of happiness rather than living for each change and um, each month for those changes to happen so that you can feel better about yourself. I feel pretty good about myself. There are some still physical changes that I desire, but I feel like it has less to do with testosterone and more to do with self discipline. So I feel really comfortable in the way that my body has changed throughout the last 19 months. I still get glimpses of myself, and I can't believe that that's me, or just fascinated that my body has changed in the way that it has, and to even think of things before is, it just doesn't even feel like it's a part of me anymore. It feels like it's another person, really. It's so far in the distance. um, so today I just thought I would mention some of the struggles that I have here, 19 months on testosterone, being that I've pretty much had a lot of the desirable physical changes, and there's things that will continue to change with that, but nothing new popping up. And I've done a lot of the other legal changes that I would need to do. I think that one thing that I still just am on the fence about is still just that sex change on my birth certificate, and I feel like it's more about medical and health reasons at this point than anything else. Um, I try to think about, the advantages and disadvantages, and it would be nice to have everything say one thing. And I know that in my last video, that's something that I was striving for. I was going to do that, and my insurance is going to change in January, back to Blue Cross Blue Shield with my employer, and I just wonder, with talking with my physician, she just wants me to make sure that my new insurance will cover the body parts that I have and not what it would say on my gender marker or my sex marker. And so I'm not sure if I should just try to reach out to them and find out if they cover those types of things, because that's the only thing that I worry about when you have exams, or if there was a problem with the parts inside, or when it comes to having those parts inside removed. I mean, I can't pay out of pocket for that. So it just makes me wonder if that's something that I should wait for or not. So I think that's my only turmoil kind of with that, is just like, what's the right thing to do, because I don't want to get screwed in the end. The only thing that would be nice with changing everything to be cohesive is obviously that you don't have that transgender knowledge right off the bat with anything legal. Your social security card doesn't have it on it, but when they run it, it obviously would say female, and that just doesn't match with what presents. And so that's like my problem with it. When my girlfriend and I are thinking about family planning ahead of time and looking at fostering and adopting from the foster care system, I worry about the incohesiveness of that, and that's a fear of mine. It puts me, I feel like, in a very vulnerable position, and it scares me to be denied based on your trans status. The fact that that birth certificate and social security card don't match my driver's license. I mean, the name doesn't even match. And so it's just all this incohesiveness really bothers me a lot. And I think I'm getting to the point where I'm not sure, is it just worth kind of taking that risk and just saying, well, just you'll figure it all out later, I guess, but that would be the only kind of struggle that I'm just having inside myself. And then I think that on a daily basis, since I really don't go to therapy that often, my therapist is pretty busy and I feel pretty good most of the time. I have kind of pre-booked an appointment, but it's not till the end of the month. And gosh, a lot goes on in that hour. It's just like trying to cram anything in that you can think of, possible stressors and stuff like that going on. So I think that one of my daily struggles would just be to remind myself to take care of me. And in this whole process, kind of putting me first and my needs, and just remembering to take care of myself, and that self-care some people might perceive as selfish, but it's not, because you have to care for yourself first. And I'm a natural caretaker. And so taking care of other people is easier for me. Obviously, I'm a nurse. But I usually put other people before myself. And that is when I start to get into trouble and when I feel that my stress is getting to an unmanageable level because I'm trying to take care of everybody but myself. So I think that is something I try to remember, things that my therapist and I have discussed, and take that with me. Maintaining healthy relationships and removing toxic people and toxicity from my life, because that is what stresses me out the most. So, maintaining healthy relationships and boundaries is a huge thing for me, and that's just on a personal level. That's something that personally I had been working in therapy on a lot, and so to remind myself to have healthy boundaries is hard for me sometimes, but I definitely need to just remind myself of that. So at work, since I kind of go all over and I've been meeting people and not really starting to form many friendships yet, because I'm pretty busy, I'm learning a lot, and we talk, but we talk about, family and life, but nothing of being transgender has come up. I have, as I said before, I'm sure, have a few Facebook friends from people that I work with, and they've probably seen photos of me when I was younger, and that is fine with me. I feel like when the time is right and you build those relationships and those like take-home people, then that's the time to share. And it just kind of feels nice that settling out in my life and in my journey, I'm looking forward to things like building friendships and reclaiming, my faith and finding a faith community for me with my girlfriend, and hopefully not too long, making my girlfriend my fiance, and then we look forward to starting our life together and building our life with marriage and kids, and it's just really nice to be able to look forward to all that fun stuff that I have ahead of me. And it's nice to not always have to focus on being transgender. Transgender is a part of who I am, and I'm so grateful for this journey and the support. But like I've said before, it's a small part of me. So that's it really for me for 19 months. This shirt I wore the first day that I started transitioning, and it's crazy to see how it fits differently, and pants are fitting differently, and I'm getting rid of things so often, and I'll have to buy a whole new wardrobe after not too long, because I'll only have a few things that really fit right. But it's so interesting to continue to watch my body form and my insides transform to just be the person that I'm supposed to be. So thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll be back soon.